Hi guys, I'm your host Bob Raywing, and today we're doing some more Java coding. So where we left off, we have this game panel class which extends a JPanel, which I haven't done much, but kind of experimented with the other one to show that it still works. So now with this, now that we have a working JPanel, we can actually do something a little bit different. It's still going to be more or less the same. So don't need this set size anymore. Everything above still stays the same. So we do JFrame add and then we say this, which stands for which basically stands for we're passing in the JPanel. And next we need to pack the frame, so we call pack, and that's to basically put the frame inside of the JPanel. And now we can create a dimensions object. Dimension equals new dimension, and that one requires need to import width and height. Hold on, dimensions, I believe it is. Where is it? No, it's not that. Dimension. Okay, width and height of 0 is 0. We want something more than that. Now let's call dimension size actually, because we're creating the size of this. And we want to pass in the scaled width and scaled height. Now, since these are both floats, we need to cast these to ints. It only understands int values. It should be like that, right? And now that we have the size set, we say size dot set not size. Oh, okay. We say let's see, set preferred size, and we pass in the size value. What that will do is basically set the size of the frame itself to whatever the width and height that we specified. And so if we run it, it should be giving us the exact same result. Right? Okay, that's not good. Okay, let's see. Okay, so yeah, I kind of messed up the screen a little bit because I think I set a parameter in the wrong place. So let's check. All right, so on looking through this, yeah, so I set the dimension size after the add and the pack, so can't really do that because it's setting it to whatever the size is at the time, so this needs to go before we even call add. Just for safety purposes. Alright, and if we run it again, it should work correctly. Okay, and... okay, let's see, that looks like it's working. And if we can see right here, this one's working correctly now because because I put the dimension before the add and the pack. So make sure, like when you're coding, adding a J panel and you set the dimensions, make sure you do it before you call the pack method. Otherwise, you're going to get a result where you have absolutely no width and height on your screen. So that's something to keep a watch out for. So, all right, let's shift back then. Okay, so that's working correctly now. So now we have our J panel and our JFrame working together. And this code along here is the old method that we used prior to adding a J panel. So everything is working now, and the set for first size is setting the size that the window should be set at. Let's see, one additional change we might want to do, depending on what game you want, is you can do JFrame set resizable false. That means that you won't be able to resize the game screen. So it'll always be a fixed size. But for now, I don't think we need that, so we'll leave it as this code for right now. Alright, so window method appears to be functioning correctly. Game panel is also functioning correctly. Now we just need to start creating a game loop of sorts. And so let's see. Let's go back to the game. So we do have our while running loop right here. We're going to need a couple of other if statements and other methods that are going to need to be added in order for this to work. So first off, we'll start with a functionality first. Alright, so we do private void update. Call it update game. Missing something here. Okay, yeah, so we can't do it there because that means we're defining it within the static method, so that's one thing. You can't put a method inside of another method. You can call them, but you can't define them inside. Okay, so private void update game, what we'll call it. And void means that it basically returns nothing. So now we have a update game, we can call system.out.println quote I am updating, and just for testing that. And for rendering, we also need a render function. So the update game does the background things for updating logic and stuff like that. Render, on the other hand, is what displays our game. So void, so basically all the pixels to the screen. Void render game, and go system.out.println quote I am not updating. I am rendering pixels. So now we have these two methods, and want to now remove this one. I'll comment it out just so it keeps the old code in for right now. So we call update game. And then, oh right, yeah, we have to call game.updateGame. Oh, we specified, okay. We specified a game panel, we didn't. Okay, so yeah. Definitely a mistake on my part, so let's change that, call it game panel. And this game panel, and that game panel and game panel. So now that works. Okay, so that should be running everything the same. Now we just need to call game equals new game, and that should now be calling our game class, which calls our updates game method, and also we call the render game method. Alright, and we can run this. And right now it's generating a lot of text on the screen very quickly. So I'm going to close this, but just to show, I'm going to switch over for a moment. So yeah, nothing has changed here. It's still operating here as fine. So nothing's changing here. And so now we're seeing basically, it's saying, now the while loop is running this game.update game method and this render game method. And this one's saying I'm updating and I'm rendering pixels and repeating the loop in a process. Now, this right here is a basic game loop. You update something and then you render something. While it's good for simple games, more complex games you need a type of counter or something that basically keeps track of how many times you want the game to update and how many times it wants to render. Otherwise, it's running as fast as it can, which is not good if you're running with computers that tend to be slower than others. So you definitely want the updates to be a fixed rate. So either low end probably 30, 60, or higher. But the higher you make the update game, the more challenging it is to keep track to basically keep track of the updates as they're going, which makes the game a little bit more unpredictable as far as controls go. Rendering, on the other hand, is not a problem. You just show you're just rendering the game just twice as fast or more. All right. I think I'll call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Both Greywing signing out. Bye bye.